Thank you so much for taking some time off your work to join our session. I'm Meenakshi Sundaram, one of the product marketers for Zoho Vault, and I'll be a presenter for today. Some of you guys might already be familiar with me. You can feel free to post your questions at any point of this webinar to keep this session interactive throughout, like how we've just started off our session. I'll answer them all at the end of this session, and we'll also have Christopher here to help us out with your queries, and you can direct your questions to either of us, right? So let's just get started. We'll start the session with a quick introduction to our new user interface and discuss the new terms that have been adopted. We'll then have a closer look at various design and layout changes in our new user interface by comparing them with the old interface. And later we'll be talking about all the new features and enhancements made in the interface, along with the launch dates of our web interface and the new browser extensions that you can expect soon. Now, before we open up for a Q&A session, we'll also talk about our giveaway contest in this webinar called the Beta Championship, and the procedure to enroll yourself to be a part of this event. So it's all about becoming a beta user of Zoho Vault and how you can make the most out of it by being eligible for receiving exciting rewards as well. We'll talk more on that later. So for now, let's get into the session. Before we step into the screens from our new UI, we'll have to take a look at the key terms used in the product, because we have replaced the existing ones with cleaner terms, such as the ones that start with secrets. Secrets will now be renamed to passwords. Chambers will now be folders. Your passphrase will become master password. Password type will be categories, and fine-grained controls will be restrictions. So the idea was to simplify the user experience on all fronts, starting with the common terms that were used in the product. So we've been receiving good feedback from the beta users as well on the new terms, and I also hope you would love to have these terms changed. And I would really be excited to hear back from you at the end of the session about this. All right, let's quickly see what the existing tabs from the current UI would look like in our new interface. And let's just start off with the ones on our dashboard. If you've taken a look at the existing dashboard, it displays an overview of your password score and a detailed analysis of all your weak passwords. You also have an option to access passwords and folders stored, along with quick links to download our browser extensions and mobile applications, like you can see on your screen right now. In the new UI, you get extensive security insights for all major actions performed from your dashboard, and you get an overview of both your personal and business passwords. So like you see on your screen, you can switch between your dashboard and as well as the team dashboard as well if you're using Zoho Vault to manage all the passwords of your team members. So you can switch between either of these tabs to view your password security score, find an overview of your password hygiene, identify the key operations that are carried out, narrow down the passwords that have been recycled, that have to be resettled soon, find your inactive users, shared passwords, and a lot more. So you'll be having multiple options that you can utilize to customize your password security. And so there's an array of key details that can be accessed from here. So we'll also be adding a lot more cool updates to the dashboard as well very soon. So you should definitely check out all the features from your dashboard. Okay, moving on to passwords tab. As I mentioned earlier, the secrets are now termed as passwords. So the screen that you earlier saw would now be replaced by something like this. You can store all your web credentials and other sensitive data on the passwords tab, just like you would usually do in the existing interface, but now with a complete new look layout for your data as well. So you can even switch between the tile view and list view that you see right here. So this is a tile view and the switch view, switch to a list view option there. So you can customize your access accordingly, and also get easy access to your folders on the left panel that you see here. So if you just want to look at a particular password from a folder, you can just click there and just access all of them in one click. So yeah, all these features should definitely make managing passwords a lot easier for you than before. Now moving on to chambers, which are now called folders. You can now group all your passwords into different folders and manage these folders from either the folders tab, or you can also use the side panel that we just discussed. So if you want to perform any bulk operations, you can switch to the folders tab. And if you would like to just access your passwords from folders, you can go back to the passwords tab and just access them from the panel that you see in the passwords tab. Now on to the apps page. So if you're on the enterprise edition and managing passwordless authentication for your business applications by using single sign-on, you're definitely gonna want to know how the apps page looks like, because this is an amazing revamp and you're gonna love this. The interface that you use to add all your new SO apps is now a lot faster, and we've added new apps to our existing list of pre-configured apps. And on top of that, the page is now lighter on the eyes and even simpler to access. So you should definitely give this a try and tell us how you feel. Moving on, the audit section has a fresh look as well. So compared to the older extension, we now have extensive option compared to the older user interface of Zoho Vault. We now have extensive options to filter different sections of your audit, and we also help you find your important information quicker. So you can just display selective data from whatever you see right now. You can just opt out from viewing the entire data here. You can customize how you search the critical data from your audit section as well. The reports tab also gets a colorful upgrade, and in the new design you have a colorful charts that will give you key insights in a really arranged and orderly manner, and you can also track all the happenings within your organization's Zoho Vault account and never miss out on any of the activity that's happening. And last but not the least, we have grouped multiple menus from the existing user interface, such as tools, settings, and your admin section. So we felt, these are too many options and they should probably be organized under one single roof, and that's what we just did. So all the sections corresponding to all the options corresponding to your tool settings and admin section of the existing UI are now grouped together to help you perform all your operations from one place. Like you see, it's a cleaner section that will help you manage all your critical actions from one place. So you can now manage your personal and organizational settings from the settings tab, and you can do so without any hassle, and also explore all our integrations and customize Vault based on whatever you feel like. You can customize Vault based on your additional preferences as well. All right, so Christopher just asked me to inform this. Yeah, so for the guys that are requesting for access to the survey that will enroll you to the beta program, yes, I'll be giving you a survey link at the end of the session. So yeah, you'll be getting access to the new user interface by filling the survey. All right, let's move on. So this is the interesting part of a session. The new features that you can experience in our new user interface. Apart from the all new dashboard that we just saw, we've got a few new features that will come in handy for you. And let's just quickly see what they are and how they can help you. For starters, some of you guys might have already experienced issues with not being able to create multiple subfolders, right? So you can now say goodbye to all those worries and you can create unlimited subfolders. So you no longer have any restrictions on the number of subfolders that can be created within a folder. So you can organize your passwords as you wish. Cool, right? Next, we have the quick actions option. That's more of a shortcut for all these actions that you perform on a regular basis. So you can now add passwords, folders, users, SSO applications, user groups, password policy, and a lot more from this section, as you see. So based on the edition that you're on, you'll have customized options here that will help you perform actions in a quick and timely manner. I think this option is going to be handy for a lot of users. Oh, and you can now reach us a lot faster. So if you're running into any issue or you would like some clarification on an existing feature, or even if you're looking for a demo of Zoho Vault, you can just reach us right from within Zoho Vault. You can just select request assistance and you can share your concerns with us. We will get to you right away. Now we've got customizable views. As mentioned earlier, you can customize a view of your passwords tab easily, right? So you're now seeing how passwords can be accessed in each of these views. So you can just try either of the options and just stick to whichever you feel convenient. And yeah, Vault now supports customizable themes as well. So you can switch between the 5 different themes that we've got and personalize the look and feel of your account. And additionally, you can also switch between the light and dark mode of the sidebar overlay that you see, and enable the options that you feel you're convenient with. And this is one of the most requested features, and here you go. Vault now has an all new dark mode for your account, so you can just switch to the soothing comfort of the night mode and make it easier for your eyes. Cool, isn't it? I personally like the dark mode as well. All right, so we recently opened up the beta for multiple interested users, as you might have already known. And yeah, even some of you might already have access to the new interface as well. We wanted to receive some feedback from our users before going live. So with that in mind, we're targeting for a release early in April for our web interface. And we'll be collecting as much feedback as possible from all of you users. And every bit of information that you share with us, any type of feedback or feature request or any issues that you find in the new UI, please feel free to share them with us, because that will definitely help improve every single person's experience with the new user interface as well. So yeah, so we've got about another month's time for collecting all of your feedback and giving you the best solution possible. We're also revamping our browser extensions, as I said earlier in the session. Uh, for the guys that joined us a little late, we were discussing about how Zoho Vault's browser extensions have already started undergoing a revamp, and how we have um, plans to revamp the browser extensions for all of our available extensions right now. So the beta version of our new Safari extension is already ready and should be out for your access in a day or two, like I already mentioned. So if you'd like to see a sample of what the new extensions would look like, you can soon download our Safari extensions. We'll keep you updated on that. And yeah, so you can keep an eye on all of our announcements as well. We'll definitely make a forum post soon about that. And all these changes that are made to the Safari extension will then be replicated across all other browser extensions as well. And they should be available in about the first week of July for your access as well. So we'll gradually be releasing all beta access for the new extensions as well. So if you're interested, you can also drop in a comment stating that you would like to try the new interface as well, and we will get you enrolled to the beta program. Right. So we were really delighted with the number of users that had signed up for our beta program and started sharing feedback with us. So we wanted to reward them in some way. And as a token of gratitude for all these users, we've formed this contest called the Beta Championship. So this is a contest exclusive for all Zoho Vault users. And this is what you will be getting by enrolling to our Beta Championship. And again, some of you might already have enrolled to the beta championship as well. So this is exactly what it does. For all users who are interested in testing the beta version of our interface, or the ones that are already sharing your feedback and issues related to the new interface, you can continue to do so by signing up for this contest. So what do you get out of this is a good question. So what you get is you'll be eligible to win exciting rewards from Zoho Vault by actively sharing and reporting all your new UI issues with us, by attending all webinars and user educational sessions related to the new interface, and also by sharing feedback about our interface on Twitter using the hashtag Zoho Vault New UI. And yeah, you'll also be eligible for bonus points if you share a video review of our new interface as well. It's something a lot of our users have been sharing with us, and we really find it great. We are excited to see the video reviews shared with us by our users, detailing all the things that they like and the things that they feel can be improved about the new interface. So you can do all these things, and yeah, this is an exciting opportunity for all of you enthusiasts out there. So enroll as soon as possible, and this contest runs only till March 14, 2020, post which we'll be announcing the winners and the list of users that will be getting really exciting rewards from us as well. So the rewards would be in the form of gift cards as well as wallet credits for your Zoho accounts. So there are a wide range of rewards waiting for you as well. So you should definitely enroll for the beta champion contest, and I'll just be giving you the enrollment link right now. So you can also enroll to this link if you'd like to get just the new UI access as well. So feel free to enroll to this link, and I will just post this link in the chat right away. So if you guys would like to take a couple of minutes to fill this survey and be a part of our beta championship as well as get early access to our new interface, you can do so right now. Just give me one moment. I'm just dropping the link on the chat. So Christopher's helping me with sharing the link on the chat. All right. Just let me know if you're able to access the link that's on the Q&A section. We've just shared the link to access this new the link to enroll yourself to the beta champion contest as well as become a part of our beta program as well. If you'd like to share any feedback about our UI, you have an option in the survey to drop a couple of lines as well. Don't worry, we'll be giving you a few minutes to fill out the survey because we are at the end of our session, and right after you're done with this we'll be taking up all your questions. So it can take about a few minutes. It shouldn't take you more than 1 minute to fill the survey. So yeah, it'll be great if some of you guys can tell me if you're able to access the survey link that was posted, so we'll know that you guys have no issues accessing them. So I'll be waiting for just about a minute or two, and post that we'll take your questions. So if you guys are done with filling out the survey and you'd like to post your questions to us right now, feel free to do so. We are just looking at all your questions, and I think Christopher's already answering a lot of your questions. So yeah, go ahead and post your questions. Yeah, so I just can see that there have been a lot of questions about getting access to the new UI. So guys, enrolling to this enrolling to this beta program by accessing the survey will get you access to the new interface as well. So if you guys just need access to the new interface and wouldn't want to be a part of the beta championship, no problem. Just leave a note that you would just want to be a part of the new UI beta program and wouldn't want to be a part of the beta championship. But yeah, it's just added benefits, right? You wouldn't require to do anything else. You will just get access to a contest that'll help you get some rewards in the end for being a beta tester. All right, so I guess let's just start taking up all your questions. Yeah, so you can now feel free to post all your questions, and I'm ready to take up your questions. Okay, we've already got a lot of questions from our side. We've got a lot of questions from customers. Let me just read through them. Okay, Tim wants to move to Zoho Vault and would like to evaluate the new interface as well. Hi Tim, so as Christopher has already informed you, please drop your email address to our support, or if you already enrolled to the survey as well, no issues. We'll be granting you access to the new interface very soon. But again, if you would like to get access to multiple users that would want to evaluate, you can just drop an email to support@zohovault.com if you'd want uh, a few of your users to try Zoho Vault as well. You can definitely move from KeyPass to Zoho Vault as well. Zoho Vault has a lot of key functionalities that you can make use of. So yeah, if you're moving from a different password management solution, you can definitely do so right now, because the new user interface comes up with a lot of cool features. Florian wants to know if he can get access to all users' password scores in one interface and drill down which users have issues with what passwords. Yeah, Florian, hi. I believe Christopher would have answered your query as well. But to add on to what he's just mentioned, right now in the new interface, you have an option where you can select your users from the team dashboard and view which user has the most number of weak passwords, as well as the list of different users in your organization, and you can narrow down on all the weak passwords every individual user has. So this is something that you can number of weak passwords that are available from the new interface, but you'll not be able to view the different passwords that they have. But again, yeah, we've already discussed this with our team to help you guys get a complete insights on how you can instruct your users to reset the different critical passwords and make them strong as well. But to answer your question, yes, right now you can just view the different, you can view the number of weak passwords every user has from the team dashboard that we have right now. And you'll also be able to see an overall password security score for your entire organization. So by identifying the users that have weak passwords, you can just intimate them to reset their passwords, and you can very well get a lot more security for your enterprise. Yeah, Victor, as Christopher earlier said, we've just revamped our mobile applications. I'm not quite sure if you've already updated our mobile applications to the latest version. If you haven't done so, please go ahead to the App Store or your Play Store and update your mobile applications. We've got a new UI for the mobile as well. It was out a few months ago, and yeah, it's a lot cleaner now and it's a lot faster as well. And yeah, you can also get access for your team by sending the list of email addresses that would require access for the new interface. So in about a week's time from now, all users would get an option to switch to the new interface. So right now we're just opening access to a limited number of users. But yeah, soon everyone should be able to see an option to switch to the new interface from your old interface. And yes, Victor, we've noted down the bug that you've just reported. I'll pass it on to the Zoho meeting team without fail. Thank you, Joe. We've noted your point. Once you've asked for an update to the mobile applications as well, I would just like to know if you've already updated Vault to the new version on your mobile phone. If you haven't, please update Zoho Vault's new update from your App Store or your Play Store. If not, if you're looking for additional updates, please share those updates in the Q&A section. I'll definitely be able to give you an update on when or how we would address them. Yes, Tim, you can import your passwords from KeyPass to Zoho Vault as well. We do have an option to import all your passwords from KeePass to Zoho Vault. So that's a feature that's available for a lot of password management solutions. We also have an option to import your passwords from CSV files. So you can, if you have your password stored in spreadsheets, you can just convert them into into a CSV file and import that CSV file to Zoho Vault and get all your passwords into Zoho Vault and share them with your users as well. Cody wants to know if Zoho Vault is part of Zoho One as well. Yes. Okay, I think I might have misread that. Because Cody wants to know if Zoho Vault's password is the same as Zoho One password. Is that what you're asking, Cody? Because logging into Zoho Vault is a two-step process. You'll first have to authenticate yourself with the Zoho account, and post that you'll have to unlock your vault with a passphrase, which is your master password now. So once you enter your master password, you'll have access to all your passwords. This master password is what has been used to encrypt all your data stored in Zoho Vault, and we never store this master password in our servers anywhere. So yeah, this is a unique password that's known only to you. Cody, you can also make login quicker by installing a browser extension. We've got browser extensions for Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. We've just got, we just are about to release a beta version for our new Safari extension as well. So you can just install a browser extensions and try to log in to your accounts. I think that'll help you. It'll definitely help you log into your accounts quicker, and that's also a safer method to store your passwords instead of having to store them on your browser as well. But if you're asking me if you can save the master password anywhere, right now we do not store your master password anywhere. But as a workaround, if you have our mobile applications, you can just set up your master password and enable biometric authentication for your mobile applications and store your master password within your mobile application. You can unlock that with your touch ID or your face ID and access your password. But again, that's just a workaround right now, and we are also in discussions to see if we can bring up a better um, infrastructure or better design to help you with that. But yeah, that's just in early stages, and yeah. So we've got a few more questions to go on. Christopher, you want to take some of these?
Hey Cody, this is Christopher. It seems like your query is related to pasting the passphrase, I guess. So if that's the case, there is an option under fine-grained controls where you can go ahead and enable that option, allow users to paste passphrase. So once you enable it, you will be able to paste your passphrase for the vault. And Victor, to answer your questions at present, yes, we have released an update revamping the interface for mobile applications. But still, since we haven't officially rolled out the new interface, we have, the terms are still not changed. So once the new interface is officially changed, we will be changing the terms as, the secrets to passwords and chambers to folders, and there will not be any confusions. And James, about your suggestions for improving new UI, there will be an option in the new interface where you can directly send us a feedback, or else you can drop an email to support@zohovault.com with your suggestions.
To just step in on that, James, as I earlier mentioned in the session, you can find out an option called request assistance where you can share your queries related to the new interface. There's also an option at the bottom of your new interface. If you see on your right panel, there'll be an option called share feedback, and you can just select that option and send us your feedbacks about the new interface as well. We keep a close eye on all of these requests that come into us, and yeah, you can just keep sending all your requests to us. That's some way we can answer them. Back to you, Christopher.
Thanks, Minaj. And yes, and I also see Vince and Victor having similar questions, wherein in the mobile app it still shows secrets and chambers. So, yes, as I told earlier, since the new interface is not yet officially rolled out, the terms are still the same, secrets and chambers. But once the new interface is officially launched, we will changing the names as secrets to passwords and chambers to folders and the passphrase to master password. And Cody, you can use the same sign-in credentials of Zoho One to like log into Zoho Vault, and the passphrase, it is different from your sign-in password. So passphrase, it is your master key where it is used to encrypt and decrypt all the data. It is different from the password. Victor, thank you so much. Thanks so much for the kind words. And Cody, thank you so much. I guess, was wondering about the main app. I guess you're referring to desktop applications for Zoho Vault. So this is something that is already in our roadmap, and it's currently in the conceptualization stage. So we are planning to build a prototype, and once it succeeds, we will eventually develop it and soon release it by this year. Guys, if you have any questions, yes, please post your questions. We will be glad to answer them for you. And in case if you want a kind of a personalized demo on the new interface, you can always raise a demo request from our Zoho Vault website, or you can drop an email to support@zohovault.com.
And guys, just adding on to what Christopher just said, apart from the questions that you might have, if you would want your team to access a new interface as well, if you'd want a few of you guys to also try out the new interface, just feel free to drop the list of the user IDs that might need access to the new interface by sending us an email to support@zohovault.com. So that'll really be helpful for us. We're just dropping the support ID in the chat as well. If you would want to test the new interface with a few more users from your team as well, please feel free to do so. And also, if you have any feedback about the new interface, you can post them right now. We would really love to hear from you guys, and we'll be passing all these feedback to our team right away. So if you guys already have access to the new interface and would want to share some important requests, or if you have any question or any issues that you would like some support with, you can just post them here. I'll be drafting a list of all your feedback and sending them to my team, so they just address them in priority.
Hey Edwin, this is Christopher. So you have a question about accessing the auto login page in the new interface. The auto login page is currently, removed in our new interface. Let me explain this for you. When we initially launched the product, we don't have an option for auto login. So we introduced a separate tab called auto login, and we provided a bookmarklet method, one-click login only option. So, but still, there were some limitations with the bookmarklet method. where you will not be able to autofill passwords on some websites that uses iframes. So what we eventually discovered is we found out browser extensions to be a better option. So we can easily detect login forms and support more auto logins. So that's the reason the auto login tab is not available in the new interface. Provided when you click on any options or any sites in the auto login, it's going to do one thing, that is, it will open a new tab and load the page or load the website URL that is specified in the secret. It's not going to do an auto login or so. You still have to click on the bookmarklet, but still you can use the Zoho Vault extension now, and that should work fine.
Yes, just as Christopher said, we are moving all the auto logins to our browser extensions because they are a lot more faster and more reliable as well, and that's the reason we are revamping our browser extensions right now as well. So if you guys would if you get early access to the Safari extension, you'll realize how faster they are compared to the existing extensions, and how you'd be able to perform all your auto login options in a very, very quick manner. So you don't have to wait too long for that. You will just have to wait for about a couple of days about that. We'll soon be having announcements about the Safari extension on our forums very soon. So if you guys would like to follow all the updates of Zoho Vault, keep a close eye on all of our forums. And yeah, you can also follow us on Twitter by following the handle at Zoho Vault. So yeah, keep your questions coming. We've got a few more minutes to go before we end the session. So if you've got any last questions, you can just go ahead and ask them. And yeah, Christopher's just posted our Twitter handle in the chat section as well. So if you'd like to follow us on Twitter, feel free to go ahead. If you'd like to share any questions with us, you can just do so by DMing us on Twitter as well. So yeah, any final questions, guys? We are about to wrap up this session. So if there are no questions, we would be good to end the session. So just wait for about a minute or two and we'll then wrap up the session. Alright, so if there's not any other queries, I will just wind up the session. Thank you so much again, guys, for taking some time to join the session. And yeah, so you just keep your feedback and your queries posted to support@zohoworld.com, and feel free to share as many feedback as possible. Tell us how you like the new interface, and yeah, continue using Zoho Vaults to help your password management be as secure as ever. And I'll also like to thank Christopher for joining the session. Thank you, Christopher. Any last words for the users?
Thanks, everyone. Thank you once again for joining the session today. Please feel free to contact us through support@zohowall.com, or you can periodically join our webinars to discuss more about the product and upcoming features. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Christopher. And yes, as he mentioned, feel free to join our webinars. We run webinars every month. So if you have any suggestions for our webinars, if you'd like us to cover any other topic in next month's webinar as well, feel free to drop the suggestions by sending an email to support@zohoworld.com. Or yeah, like I earlier mentioned, you can feel free to connect with us over Twitter on support and on Zoho Vault as well. So thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful talking to all of you. I will soon join you guys on another session. Thank you so much. Have a great day.